Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Video this time I will discuss about listening media application, preparing listening material, and this is one of the condition in completing my final exam assessment.
The first slide, I will introduce myself. My name is Imam Badawi. I live in Jasinga, Bogor district, and I'm a student at Muhammadiyah University Bogor Raya, English Language Education Program. Currently, I am in the final 5th semester, which, and inshallah, I will lead to the 6th semester next month. And on the video this time, there are some discussion about listening media application and preparing listening material. The first abstract, the second introduction material, the third discussion, and the last conclusion of all discussion. Okay, let's take a look video. The first content is abstract. This article discuss the use of listening media software in preparing listening teaching materials for high school students. Listening media very helpful for English language teachers in preparing listening teaching materials because teachers no longer need to have difficulty recording their own voice manually. The teacher only needs to type. The text will be played, then this application will change the written text. It becomes a sound medium. The use of this application is very enjoyable, helps students to get used to hearing spoken English by native speakers. Because this application provides several types of voice models, native English speakers. The use of listening media in it is hoped that preparing listening teaching material can help teachers to achieve the goal of English language learning, namely so that students are able to communicate using English verbally and in writing. The second content is introduction material. Learning English involves mastering basic skills such as speaking, listening, reading, and writing. This involves understanding language, recognizing words, and expressing ideas effectively. Listening is an important skill in English, requiring mastery of the language but understanding its complexities and expressing them effectively. It is a listening process where a teacher uses appropriate media to teach. Listening is also a good method for teaching and learning English. To overcome this, teachers can use the listening media application, which is text-to-speech software that can be installed on a personal computer, such as desktop computers or laptops. This application can help students understand English and help them develop their competence standards and essential competencies. This application can be useful for teacher and student as it helps them understand English and increases their creativity in teaching English. Teachers can use the listening media application to help students get interesting learning materials, improve their English skills, and overall learning experience. Okay, the third content is discussion. There's some discussion in this material. The first, listening and teaching listening. The second, listening media, and the last material is advantage and limitation of listening media. The first material is listening and teaching. Listening. Listening is considered a passive skill because it is a receptive skill. However, listening is defined in many ways. Nicholas says that listening is an active process in which the listener plays very active in building the overall message exchange between the hearing and the speaker. The second, Sarikoban stated that listening is the ability to identify and understand what others are saying. And last, Ross stated that listening is a process involving a series of active processes that are under the control of the listener and passive processes which are not under its control. Listening is different from listening and listening. The term listening and listening are often used alternately, but there is an important difference between the two. Hearing and hearing both involve voice perception. Difference in the term reflects the level of intention. In the teaching of listening, there are three stages that must be completed in pre or pra-listening. The learner built on the background of his knowledge. Students are tip the scam by asking and then finding out why they are listening and predicting the message from the speaker. In listening, students are given input starting from listening to the core and then listening in detail. After that, they can examine the answer to their tasks and remove the difficulties they encountered. There are three activities that must be completed in the teaching of listening, namely re-enlarging knowledge related to the material and setting its context. And the second material is listening media. Listening media is an application file manager that use computer or digital others, such as handphone, power to perform specific tasks. It can manage text, image, and graphics, such as navigating a document, spreadsheet, or transferring audio and video files. Applications are computer programs that function to create specific tasks like creating a document, manipulating photos, and transferring audio. OA categories application file manager into five categories: A. File management, B. File management, C. File management, and D. File management. And the last material is advantage and limitation of listening media. Listening to media in listening instruction for students in high school has several benefits. The first, students may become more motivated to learn listening because they are motivated learning English. The second, they can learn meaningful English words. And the third, listening to media can improve English skills in school. But every teacher or school must have a limitation on that, such as the first teacher must not find a partner to talk to and should not be too far away from their student. The second, school don't have to profit expensive equipment like computer and speakers. The last rule is to use media listening on a level and types of text. And the third, teachers must use the full version of the listening material as the free version of limit. And the last, besides teachers must be creative in creating and rebuilding materials because monotonous Lessons can make students less motivated. Finally, who use media listening must have good computers.
Okay, the last content or last from this video is conclusion. Media listening is an alternative method used to teach English and English speaking student is in high school. It helps students understand the English language and the English phrase used by native English speakers. This application helps students communicate effectively with native English speakers. Software media listening is a good way to teach students about English language and English grammar without missing knowledge or communication. Teacher must understand the media listening procedure to ensure the teaching process is successful. The material provided can help students understand the English language and engage in interpersonal communication. Teachers should also use computers effectively as media listening can only be used with a computer. This approach is based on the availability of modern technology and the use of the provided materials. Maybe it's enough of this video. Thank you and see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.